Welcome again. We hope that previous lectures have given you enough insights into the art of active listening. Unlike our last lectures, today's topic is the true essence of active listening. Conversations become more fruitful when questions play the leading role. Hence, today's lecture is all about these questions, also known as open-ended questions. Speaking of open-ended questions, we are on a journey to explore how important they are for constructive communication, what role they play in active listening, and some benefits of open-ended questions. So the wait is over. Let's have a detailed overview of open-ended questions. What are open-ended questions? To your surprise, open-ended questions are more than yes or no queries. This means that you can't answer these questions with a simple yes or no. Instead, you need to elaborate on your point or opinion with some explanation. When surveys are conducted, for instance, the surveyor decides beforehand what type of questions will be asked, whether they be open-ended or close-ended questions. For example, if you are asking someone why they joined the FBI as a career, this owes an explanation from the other person's end. Close-ended questions, on the other hand, are more like yes or no. For example, have you read the novel Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini? The answer can only be yes or no. See, that's the difference. Role of open-ended questions in active listening. Active listening has many facets. Listening is one, and asking open-ended questions to keep the conversation going is another. Let's strive to understand the role of open-ended questions in active listening. Encourages the speaker. Active listening can only be ensured when there is a connection between the speaker and the listener. By inculcating open-ended questions in the conversation, not only is the speaker motivated, but the listener also gains insights into more information. Picture you are having a conversation about the first wave of feminism. The speaker is telling facts about who launched it and stuff like that. If you ask why there was a need for a feminine movement, the story begins. Why? Because you have asked an open-ended question. This makes the speaker feel that you are in communication and want to listen. Hence, to keep the speaker going, it is pertinent to include open-ended questions in the conversation. Uncovers new insights. Well, that may be so. Open-ended questions also uncover new insights. Logically speaking, when a speaker speaks his heart out and the listener listens with sheer attention, a doorway opens to new insights. Let's understand this from an imaginary scenario. Consider you are sitting on a mountaintop and telling the person next to you how you felt during skydiving. If the listener asks you what is the benefit of skydiving, now, the conversation would take a deep turnaround. Why? You were just telling how it feels to skydive. Now, you also have to explain why one needs to experience skydiving once in life. This, as a result, introduces the listener to new experiences. Promotes active listening. Last but not least is the promotion of active listening. When open-ended questions are asked in a conversation, it assures the speaker that the listener is completely present in the conversation. This gives the speaker ample time to contemplate and enough time for the listener to organize the information in their brains. Formulating open-ended questions. However explanatory these questions may be, crafting open-ended questions demands a sincere interest in the conversation. To begin with, you can formulate open-ended questions by asking why, what, and how. For example, when you ask your friend if they liked the movie, the answer can be no other than yes or no. However, if you ask what was good in the movie, that's where the conversation begins. In conclusion, it was an open-ended question that gave birth to Greek philosophy. As they have an important role in fruitful communication and active listening, open-ended questions are said to be the carrier of any given conversation. We hope this lecture has helped you understand the importance of open-ended questions. Keep learning and exploring new things. See you in the next lecture.